The video plays again on my screen, the fifth time in 10 minutes. A teenage girl screams as sparks fly from her vision lens smart glasses, leaving angry red marks across her temple. The comment section explodes with outrage, shares climbing by the thousands. Each replay feels like a knife twisting deeper into my gut. I'm Brianna, and that smoking piece of tech bearing our company logo just shattered 15 years of my father's reputation in under 60 seconds. Have you seen this? I text Emily, knowing my sister probably hasn't. She's probably lost in her studio, splashing paint everywhere except the canvas. My office door clicks open. Liam strolls in without knocking, his designer suit perfectly pressed, that practiced smile plastered across his face. Beautiful morning, isn't it, Brie? Did you approve the final safety tests on the VL3 series? I keep my voice steady, professional. My brother-in-law's smile doesn't waver. Of course, everything passed with flying colors. He perches on the edge of my desk, uninvited. Why do you ask? I turn my monitor toward him. The video starts again, screaming, sparks, panic. Liam's smile flickers for just a fraction of a second before returning, broader than ever. Oh, that. He waves dismissively. Staged content. Probably a competitor trying to tank our stock before the quarter ends. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about? The words taste bitter. There are 3 similar incidents reported in the last week alone. I checked the customer service logs. Since when do you have access to those? His tone sharpens slightly. Since I'm the financial analyst responsible for risk assessment. I meet his gaze. The question is, why didn't you flag these incidents in your product oversight report? Liam stands, straightening his jacket. Look, Brianna, I know you're eager to prove yourself to Michael, but maybe stick to your spreadsheets. Product development is my domain. My phone buzzes. A text from Dad. Family dinner tonight, no excuses. I'll see you at dinner, Liam says, reading over my shoulder. We can discuss your concerns, then. His smile doesn't reach his eyes anymore. After he leaves, I pull up the internal communication logs I'd accessed earlier. Something isn't adding up. The safety test results Liam referenced show perfect scores. Too perfect. Every single metric exactly meets the minimum requirement, not a point higher or lower. My hands hover over the keyboard. I could email Dad directly, show him the discrepancies, but I already know how that conversation would go. Liam knows what he's doing, he'd say. Why can't you trust your brother-in-law like I do? The video keeps playing on social media. More comments pour in, more angry customers, more damage to everything we've built. My phone rings. It's Alex. Hey, still on for dance class tonight? His voice carries its usual warmth. Can't. Family dinner. Ah, the monthly inquisition. He pauses. You okay? You sound tense. I watch another comment pop up. My daughter could have been blinded. Lawsuit incoming. I'm fine, I lie. Just work stuff. Want to talk about it? I close my eyes, considering. Alex would listen. He always does. But this isn't just about faulty products or corporate negligence. This is about family, about trust, about the way Liam swept in 5 years ago and somehow became the son my father never had. I should go. Reports to finish before dinner. Okay, but Bree, remember to breathe. I hang up and open a new document. Start typing. Internal Investigation Report, VL3 Series Safety Protocols. If Liam thinks I'll stick to my spreadsheets and stay quiet, he doesn't know me at all. I'm my father's daughter, even if he's forgotten that. And I'm going to prove exactly what his precious son-in-law has been hiding, no matter the cost. The video plays one more time. I let it run, memorizing every detail. This isn't just about protecting the company anymore. This is about justice and family and showing everyone exactly who Liam really is. Game on, brother-in-law. The family dining room feels smaller every month. Mother's antique crystal chandelier casts shadows across faces I used to trust, while steam rises from plates of perfectly arranged food nobody's touching. The quarterly projections look promising, Dad announces, cutting into his steak. Liam's new product line could push us past our competitors by year's end. I grip my fork tighter. About the new line, Dad. Did you see my latest installation? Emily interrupts, twirling pasta around her fork. The gallery's calling it provocatively disturbing, whatever that means. That's wonderful, dear, Mother says, her smile strained. Michael, perhaps we could discuss something besides work. Dad continues as if she hadn't spoken. The VL3 series is revolutionary. Liam's team has outdone themselves. Actually, I set down my fork. There have been some concerning reports. Reports? Liam's laugh cuts through the air. You mean that staged video? Brianna's gotten herself worked up over nothing, Michael. Just a competitor's smear campaign. It's not nothing. The words come out sharper than intended. There are multiple incident reports, and the safety test results show everything's within acceptable parameters. Liam finishes, reaching for his wine. Really, Brie, this obsession with finding problems where none exist, it's not healthy. Emily's eyes dart between us like she's watching a tennis match. Mother studies her plate. Michael, Liam continues, remember that acquisition deal we discussed? The timing might be perfect, considering our current market position. Dad leans forward, eyes bright. Yes, excellent point. The board meeting tomorrow. What acquisition? I ask. That wasn't in any of the financial reports. Because it's still in early stages, Dad says. Liam's been handling the preliminary negotiations. Without consulting the financial department, my voice rises. That's not protocol. Sometimes leadership requires thinking outside established protocols, Liam says smoothly. Wouldn't you agree, Michael? Dad nods, and something inside me snaps. Leadership also requires accountability. I push back from the table. Those incident reports aren't fake, Dad. People are getting hurt, real people, using our products. And instead of addressing it, we're discussing acquisitions? Brianna, Mother's voice carries a warning. The company has procedures for handling customer complaints, Dad says firmly. Procedures that don't include making accusations at family dinner. When else can I bring it up? You've canceled our last 3 meetings. Because I'm busy ensuring this company's future. Dad's fork clatters against his plate, a future you seem determined to undermine with these theories. They're not theories. I pull out my phone. Look at these test results. The numbers are clearly... Enough! Dad's fist hits the table. Crystal glasses rattle. I won't have you attacking Liam's integrity based on some spreadsheet anomalies you think you've found. Emily stands abruptly. I should go. The babysitter... Stay, Mother pleads. We barely see you anymore. But Emily's already gathering her things, avoiding eye contact. Typical. Run away when things get uncomfortable. Michael, Liam says quietly, maybe Brianna's right. We should review the safety protocols, just to be thorough. I stare at him. What game is he playing? An excellent suggestion, Dad says, tension easing from his shoulders. See, Brianna? No need for dramatics. Liam's handling it. Of course. Make himself look reasonable while painting me as hysterical. I stand up, napkin dropping to the floor. I need some air. Outside, the night air does nothing to cool my anger. My phone buzzes. A text from Alex. Dance class misses you, especially your 2 left feet. Before I can reply, another message appears. This one from an unknown number. Stop digging. Some things should stay buried. I screenshot it immediately, hands shaking. Through the dining room window, I can see Liam and Dad, heads bent together, probably discussing their secret acquisition. Mother's clearing plates, her movements mechanical. Emily's car is already gone. The company's logo glows from the building across the street, visionary optics in sleek modern letters. Dad's vision, his legacy, our family's name. I type back to Alex. Rain check on dance class. I've got some buried things to uncover. The unknown number's threat glows in the darkness. They want me to back off? They clearly don't know what happens when someone tells me to stop. I head for my car. The office will be empty now. Perfect time to do some unauthorized digging into this mysterious acquisition. Let's see what else my dear brother-in-law's been hiding. The security guard barely glances up as I swipe my keycard. Night shifts are quiet at Visionary Optics, perfect for digging through files I'm not supposed to see. My heels echo through empty corridors as I make my way to Liam's office. His computer's locked, but I didn't spend 4 years in IT before finance for nothing. 3 minutes later, I'm in. The acquisition files are buried deep, deliberately hidden from the financial department's servers. My hands freeze over the keyboard as I scan the documents. Oh, you bastard. The numbers tell a story Liam never wanted found. He's been funneling development funds through shell companies, cutting corners on safety testing while pocketing the difference. The acquisition isn't an expansion, it's a cover-up. Working late? I jump. Liam stands in the doorway, silhouetted against the hallway lights. How long has he been there? Just reviewing some reports. I minimize the screen, but we both know it's too late. He steps inside, closing the door behind him. You know, I always wondered why Michael kept you in finance instead of promoting you to management. Now I see why. His smile doesn't reach his eyes. You lack discretion. Like the discretion you showed with the safety protocols? I stand, putting the desk between us. Or the discretion in hiding millions in diverted funds. You're seeing conspiracy where there's only business strategy. He moves closer. Though I admit, your dedication to uncovering corporate fraud is admirable. Misguided, but admirable. I'm going to tell Dad everything. Are you? Liam perches on the desk edge. The same way you told him about the incident reports? How did that work out? My throat tightens. This is different. There's proof. Proof you obtained by illegally accessing my computer? He gestures at the screen. That's a fireable offense, Brianna. Possibly criminal. Imagine how disappointed Michael would be. He'll be more disappointed learning his golden boy is a fraud. Will he? Liam's voice softens with fake concern. Or will he see his desperate daughter, so eager for Daddy's approval that she'd fabricate evidence against her brother-in-law? I didn't fabricate anything. Your word against mine. And we both know who Michael trusts more. He stands, straightening his jacket. Be smart, Bree. Drop this crusade before you hurt yourself. Or worse, hurt the company. Is that a threat? A friendly warning. Family looking out for family. He heads for the door, then pauses. Oh, and that anonymous text? Consider it a preview. There are people invested in keeping certain things quiet. People less familial than me. After he leaves, I sit in the dark, hands shaking. The screen glows with evidence that could destroy Liam, or me, if I can't prove it's legitimate. My phone buzzes. Emily. Hey sis, got a minute? It's midnight, Em. I saw your car at the office. What are you doing there? I stare at Liam's emails, the fraudulent reports, the diverted funds. Nothing, just work. Bree. She hesitates. Maybe you should let this go, whatever it is. Like you let go of everything else? The words come out bitter. Some things matter, Emily. Some things are worth fighting for. And some fights aren't worth losing everything over. She sighs. Just be careful, okay? I hang up and start copying files to my secure drive. Emily's wrong. Some things are worth losing everything for. Justice, truth, family legacy. My phone buzzes again. Another anonymous text. Final warning. Walk away or watch everything burn. I screenshot it, adding it to my evidence folder. Let them threaten me. Let Liam play his mind games. I'm done being the quiet, compliant daughter. A notification pops up. Someone's accessing the server room 2 floors down. The security logs show Liam's keycard. Destroying evidence? Not if I can help it. I grab my drive and head for the stairs. If he wants to play dirty, I'll show him exactly how much damage a desperate daughter can do. Dad might not believe me now, but he will. Once I expose everything, he'll have to see the truth. And Liam? He'll learn what happens when you underestimate someone with nothing left to lose. The stairwell door closes behind me with a final click. Time to find out what my brother-in-law is trying to hide in the server room. Whatever it is, it better be worth risking everything for. Because after tonight, there's no going back. The server room door won't open. I swipe my card again, but the red light blinks mockingly. When did Liam revoke my access? My phone lights up with Mother's call. The third one tonight. Brianna, where are you? Your father's furious about the board meeting. What board meeting? The emergency session Liam called. Something about unauthorized access to confidential files? Her voice wavers. What have you done? The hallway spins. Liam's not destroying evidence. He's creating it. Against me. I have to go. I hang up, already running for the elevator. The board meeting room is 5 floors up, and I'm out of time. The elevator doors open to reveal Alex, holding 2 coffee cups. Thought you might need backup. How did you... Emily called. Said you were about to do something stupid. He hands me a coffee. I figured that meant you were finally standing up for yourself. Voices echo from the boardroom. Through the glass walls, I see Dad at the head of the table, Liam standing beside him with a PowerPoint displaying what looks like doctored server logs. I can't let you go in there, Alex says softly. Not yet. They're destroying everything I've found. No. He pulls out his phone, showing me a screen full of copied files. They're destroying what they think you found. The real evidence is safe. How? I have friends in cybersecurity. When you started digging, I had them watching. Everything Liam's done, every file he's altered, we have the originals. The boardroom door opens. Directors file out, faces grim. Dad stays seated, head in his hands. Liam spots me through the glass and smirks. Miss Chen. Harrison, the head of legal, approaches. The board has voted to suspend your access pending an investigation into corporate espionage. Corporate espionage? The words taste like ash. I was investigating fraud. According to these logs, you accessed restricted files, attempted to manipulate safety test data, and leaked confidential information to competitors. That's not. Your security clearance is revoked. Please surrender your key card. Alex steps forward. Actually, sir, you might want to hold off on that. And you are? Someone with copies of the original server logs, the ones showing who really accessed and altered those files. He glances at Liam, who's no longer smirking. Would the board be interested in comparing versions? Harrison's eyes narrow. That's privileged information. So is the evidence of fund misappropriation I found, I add, finding my voice, and the falsified safety reports, and the shell companies. Allegations without proof. Liam cuts in, joining us, just like your other accusations. Speaking of proof, Alex says pleasantly, those security cameras in the server room, they've been streaming to an independent server for weeks. Interesting footage from tonight? Liam's face drains of color. Dad appears behind him, looking older than I've ever seen him. What footage? Michael, Liam starts, but Dad raises a hand. Not you. Brianna, what footage? I meet his eyes, seeing uncertainty there for the first time. Give me 24 hours, I'll show you everything. This is ridiculous, Liam sputters. She's obviously working with 24 hours. Dad cuts him off. No suspensions, no accusations, just evidence. He turns to Harrison. Call another board meeting for tomorrow night. After they leave, my legs finally shake. Alex steadies me. You okay? No. I laugh shakily. But I will be. How did you know to do all this? Because I know you. You wouldn't risk everything without reason. He smiles. Also, Liam's terrible at covering his digital tracks. My phone buzzes. Another anonymous text. You were warned. Check your sister's studio. Emily. My heart stops. We need to go, now. Alex reads the text over my shoulder. I'll drive. As we rush to the elevator, I glance back at the boardroom. Dad's watching through the glass, his expression unreadable. Tomorrow night, he'll have to choose between his trusted son-in-law and his difficult daughter. But first, I have to make sure Emily's safe, because Liam just showed exactly how far he'll go to keep his secrets buried. And I just showed him exactly how far I'll go to dig them up. Emily's studio door hangs open when we arrive, paint fumes mixing with night air. Inside, canvases lie slashed on the floor, frames splintered, Emily nowhere in sight. Emily! My voice echoes through the empty space. Alex checks the back room while I scan the destruction. Her latest collection, 6 months of work, reduced to ribbons. A laptop sits open on her desk, screen cracked but still glowing. A video plays on loop, security footage from Visionary Optics showing me accessing Liam's computer. She's not here. Alex returns, phone in hand. But her car is. My phone rings. Emily's number. Where are you? Safe. Her voice sounds strange. Unlike your career after tomorrow's board meeting. What did he tell you? The truth. Finally. She laughs, hollow and unfamiliar, about how you've been trying to destroy his reputation, how you doctored those safety reports. That's not... He showed me everything, Bree. The altered files, the fake evidence, your little vendetta because Dad trusts him more than you. Emily, listen. No, you listen. Drop this. Whatever crusade you're on, whatever point you're trying to prove, it's done. Or next time it won't just be my artwork that gets destroyed. The line goes dead. Alex touches my shoulder, but I pull away, moving to the nearest ruined canvas. Emily's signature style, abstract figures in motion, now crossed with violent slashes. He's using her against me. My fingers trace a severed brushstroke, making her think I'm the threat. We have the evidence. Evidence doesn't matter if no one believes it. I turn to face him. You didn't see Dad's face when Liam first joined the company, like he'd finally found the son he always wanted. My phone buzzes. An email from an anonymous account. Inside, photos of Emily's destroyed studio from different angles, taken before we arrived. The message reads, "Final warning. Walk away or watch everything burn." They were waiting for us to find this. Alex studies the timestamps. They wanted you to see what they're capable of. No. I forward the email to myself, then delete it from my phone. They wanted to show me what I have to lose. A new text arrives. Dad, your mother's worried sick. Come home. We can discuss this as a family. Don't go, Alex says. It's a trap. Of course it is. I pocket my phone, but I need to know how deep this goes, how many people Liam's turned against me. Then I'm coming with you. No. I meet his eyes. I need you to do something else. That former employee who filed the first safety complaint, find them. They might be our only chance at independent verification. And you? I'm going to give them exactly what they want, a family discussion. Mother opens the door before I can knock, pulling me into a desperate hug. Inside, Dad and Liam sit in the living room, Emily perched between them like a frightened bird. We're worried about you, sweetheart, Mother says, leading me in. This obsession with conspiracy theories? They're not theories. I remain standing while they all sit, united against me. Ask Emily about her studio. A terrible act of vandalism, Liam says smoothly. Probably the same competitors trying to discredit our company. Brianna, Dad leans forward. This has gone too far. Your accusations, your illegal accessing of files, you're putting everything we've built at risk. I'm trying to save it. By destroying your own family? Emily's voice cracks. What happened to you? Looking at them, Mother's pleading eyes, Dad's disappointment, Emily's fear, Liam's subtle smirk. Something shifts inside me. They're not just against me. They're afraid of what I might do. Good. My phone vibrates. Alex found the former employee. They're willing to talk. You're right, I say quietly. This has gone too far. I meet Liam's eyes. I'll have my resignation ready for tomorrow's board meeting. Relief floods their faces, all except Liam's. He knows me too well to believe I'd give up so easily. Let them think they've won. Let them believe I'm broken. Tomorrow, when the real evidence comes out, they'll learn what family loyalty really means. And Liam? He'll learn that some warnings should be heeded, especially his own. The boardroom feels colder than usual. 14 pairs of eyes watch me set up my presentation while Liam whispers something to Dad. My hands don't shake anymore. I'm past fear now. Alex's message burns in my pocket. Sarah Chen won't testify. Someone got to her first. Our whistleblower, bought off or scared off. But it doesn't matter. I have enough without her. Miss Chen, Harrison begins, you called this meeting to present evidence of alleged misconduct. Please proceed. I launch the presentation. Spreadsheets, server logs, safety reports, everything Alex helped me recover. These documents show systematic fraud and negligence in product safety testing. Doctored documents, Liam interrupts, as I demonstrated yesterday. These are the originals. I pull up the metadata, time-stamped and authenticated. By who? Dad's voice cuts through the room. Your photographer friend, some underground hacker? By our own security protocols. I click to the next slide. Every file access, every modification, every deletion, it's all logged, including Liam's attempts to cover his tracks. Murmurs ripple through the board. Liam's smile doesn't waver, but his knuckles whiten around his pen. And this proves what exactly? Harrison asks. That Liam knowingly shipped defective products, that he diverted safety funding through shell companies, that he... The boardroom door opens. Emily walks in, holding a USB drive. Sorry I'm late. She won't meet my eyes. But I have something the board needs to see. No, not Emily. Not this. She plugs in the drive. New documents fill the screen. Emails between me and Alex, planning how to access restricted servers. Photos of me entering Liam's office after hours. Financial records showing suspicious transfers to offshore accounts. All fake, all perfect. My sister is unwell, Emily says softly. She's been obsessed with destroying Liam ever since Dad promoted him instead of her. That's not true, but my voice sounds weak even to me. The transfers came from your personal account, Harrison notes, studying the records. Those are forged. Like the documents you're presenting? Liam stands. Brianna, we want to help you, but this vendetta has to stop. Michael? Harrison turns to Dad. Given the evidence of corporate espionage and possible criminal behavior, we need to take immediate action. Dad won't look at me. I agree. This is what he wants. I slam my hands on the table. He's manipulating all of you. Emily, tell them about your studio. Tell them what he did. What you did, you mean. Emily's voice trembles. To frame him, the security footage shows you there last night, before Alex and you discovered the damage. The room spins. They planned this perfectly. Every defense, every piece of evidence, turned against me. I move to terminate Brianna Chen's employment, Harrison announces, and pursue legal action for corporate espionage and defamation. Seconded. Another board member calls. All in favor? Hands rise around the table. Dad's goes up last, still not meeting my eyes. Brianna Chen, you are hereby terminated. Security will escort you out. The police have been notified. My phone buzzes. A message from an unknown number. Check the news. As if on cue, phones around the room start chiming. Harrison checks his, face paling. Michael, you need to see this. Dad's expression changes as he reads. Liam grabs his own phone, that perfect smile finally cracking. I open the link. Breaking. Visionary Optics CEO's son-in-law linked to multiple product failures. Whistleblower releases damning evidence. Sarah Chen didn't disappear. She went public. The meeting is adjourned, Harrison announces quickly. No one speaks to the press. But reporters are already gathering in the lobby. Photos of injured customers flood social media. Stock prices plummet in real time. You planned this, Liam hisses as chaos erupts around us. You knew? No. I gather my things calmly. I just learned from you about backup plans, about family loyalty, about burning everything down. I head for the door, pausing beside Emily. Check your email. The real security footage from your studio is there. See who your husband really is. Dad calls after me, but I keep walking. Let them deal with the press. Let them explain the cover-up. Let them watch everything burn. Because sometimes, the only way to save a family legacy is to tear it down and start over. My phone buzzes again. Alex, ready for Plan B? I smile for the first time in days. Burn it all down. The lobby of Visionary Optics churns with reporters. Through the glass walls, I watch Liam trying to charm his way through a press conference while Dad sits stone-faced beside him. Their words don't matter anymore. Sarah Chen's testimony is everywhere, along with leaked photos of injured customers. My phone hasn't stopped buzzing. Emily's latest text, the studio footage. It was really him? I don't respond. Some betrayals can't be fixed with words. Miss Chen. Reporters surge forward as I enter. Can you comment on the safety violations? Is it true your brother-in-law threatened you? Did your father know about the cover-up? Alex appears at my side, camera in hand. Not photographing me, photographing Liam's face as he spots me through the crowd. His perfect mask finally cracks. No questions, I say clearly, but I have evidence to share. Liam abandons his podium, rushing toward me. Security, she's been terminated. Remove her. Actually, Harrison steps forward, tablet in hand. The board has reversed that decision pending new evidence. He glances at his screen. Evidence that's still coming in. Dad stands slowly. What evidence? What? I pull out my phone, connecting it to the lobby's display screens. Emails fill the walls, hundreds of them. Customer complaints buried by Liam's department. Safety warnings ignored. Money trails leading to offshore accounts. Everything's verified. Alex adds addressing the cameras. Timestamps, metadata, bank records. No doctored files this time. Liam laughs, but it sounds hollow. More desperate accusations. Michael, surely you don't believe... The board believes it, Harrison cuts in, as do the FDA investigators who just arrived. Dad's face goes ash gray as federal agents enter the lobby. This wasn't part of my plan. Sarah Chen must have gone to them independently. Michael, Liam starts, reaching for Dad's arm. We can explain. Dad jerks away. Did you know? His voice cracks. About the injuries? Of course not. This is all Brianna's vendetta because you chose me over. Answer the question, I interrupt. Did you know about the 14-year-old girl who's partially blind now? The college student with third-degree burns? Did you read any of their letters? Letters? Dad turns to me. They wrote to you directly, but Liam's team intercepted them all. I switched the displays to show the original messages. Just like they intercepted my reports. My meeting requests, everything that might expose the truth. Liam's charm evaporates. You self-righteous bitch. You really think you've won? That Daddy will finally love you best? No. I meet Dad's eyes. I think he'll finally see the truth. About you, about himself, about what really matters. Mr. Reynolds, an FDA agent approaches Liam. We need you to come with us. Michael, please. Liam's desperation shows now. Everything I did was for the company, for our family. Family? Emily's voice cuts through the chaos. She stands in the doorway, holding her phone displaying the security footage from her studio. Is that what you call this? Liam lunges. At me, at the screens, at his crumbling lies. Security catches him as reporters surge forward, cameras flashing. Brianna. Dad's voice barely carries over the chaos. I didn't know. I should have. Yes, I say simply. You should have. I can fix this. We can rebuild. No, Dad. You can't fix this. You can't fix us. I step back. Some things, once broken, stay broken. Then why? His eyes search mine. Why expose everything if not to save the company? Because truth matters more than legacy. Because some prices are worth paying. I glance at Liam being led away. Because real family protects each other, not their profits. The reporters close in as Liam's taken out in handcuffs, shouting questions about federal charges and class action lawsuits. Emily stands alone, tears streaming as she watches her husband's disgrace. Mother arrives, too late as usual, trying to make peace where none exists. Alex touches my arm. Ready to go? I look at my family one last time. Broken, exposed, finally forced to face the truth. Dad reaches for me, but I turn away. Yeah, I say. I'm ready. Behind us, Visionary Optics logo flickers and dies, taking with it the weight of expectations I've carried my whole life. Sometimes victory feels like loss. Sometimes justice tastes like ashes. And sometimes that's exactly how it should be. The dance studio mirrors reflect unfamiliar movements as Alex guides me through basic steps. My body remembers different rhythms. Board meetings, confrontations, the steady march of revenge. You're thinking too hard again, he says, adjusting my posture. Force of habit. My phone buzzes on the bench. Emily's daily update. Liam's trial starts next week. Dad's stepping down as CEO. Mother's selling the house. Each message carries the weight of a world dismantled. You could answer it, Alex says softly. Not yet. The studio door opens. Sarah Chen walks in, her scarred temple catching the light. The whistleblower who helped bring everything down, now funding her medical bills with settlement money. Sorry I'm early, she says. The support group ended sooner than expected. I release Alex's hands. How are the other victims? Healing, some faster than others. She sets down her bag. Your father came to today's meeting. My steps falter. What? He wanted to hear our stories. All of them. No lawyers, no press. She meets my eyes. He cried when Jessica's mother spoke. The 14-year-old girl, the one whose injury started everything. He's trying, Alex says quietly. Trying doesn't fix what happened. No, Sarah agrees. But it's more than most corporate CEOs do after a fall. The evening sun paints shadows across the floor as we practice. Sarah learns quickly, her movements growing more confident with each step, like she's reclaiming something Liam's negligence tried to take. My phone buzzes again. Dad's number this time, with a photo attached. I open it despite myself. It's an old picture. Me at 12, presenting my first financial analysis of his company. written in crayon, full of impossible dreams and a daughter's pride. His message reads, "I kept every report you ever gave me. Should have read them more carefully." Brianna, Alex touches my shoulder. The company board called again. They still want you as CEO. I know. You could change things, make it right. That's not my responsibility anymore. I set the phone down. Dad built his legacy. Let him face what it became. Sarah clears her throat. Actually, that's partly why I'm here early. The victims' families, we've been talking about starting something new, a watchdog organization for tech companies focused on consumer protection. And we need someone who understands both sides, the business and the human cost. She straightens. Someone who chose truth over family loyalty. Alex smiles. Sounds familiar. I study our reflections. The photographer who saw past my defenses, the whistleblower who chose justice over settlement money, and me. No longer seeking validation through spreadsheets and father's approval. I'll think about it, I tell Sarah. My phone lights up one last time. Emily, found something in the studio wreckage. Come see. I hesitate, then type. Tomorrow, bring coffee. Ready to try again? Alex asks, extending his hand. I take it, letting him guide me through the steps. The rhythm feels different now. Less like marching, more like moving forward. Sarah watches, her scars visible but her smile genuine. Sometimes revenge doesn't end in triumph or tragedy. Sometimes it ends in a dance studio, learning new steps with people who chose truth over comfort. Sometimes justice looks like starting over, building something better from the ashes of what burned. You're not thinking anymore, Alex notes as we turn. No, I agree. Just dancing. Outside, the city lights blink on. Somewhere, Dad faces the consequences of his choices. Somewhere, Emily sifts through the wreckage of her marriage. Somewhere, Mother packs away decades of carefully maintained illusions. But here, in this moment, there's just the dance. The simple truth of movement and trust and letting go. Sarah joins us, stumbling at first but finding her balance. 3 people marked by the same betrayal, choosing to move forward instead of looking back. Ready for the next step? Alex asks. I smile, finally understanding. The next step isn't about revenge or legacy or even family. It's about choice, about building something new. Yes, I say. I'm ready. The music plays on and we dance, leaving the weight of old stories behind with each turn. Some wounds don't heal completely. Some families don't mend perfectly. Some dances are better for their broken rhythms, and that's okay too.